our thing later.
Yeah, apparently I have to do that.
That's really cool.
I know. And I only noticed that after 2 years since I bought this one.
Only 2?
Only 2 years.
It feels like such a long time ago.
It is. That was an irony.
Oh. It still feels like your new phone though, to me at least.
Yeah, it feels like that because
it's so cool.
I worked for it. I mean, I bought it by myself without my parents' help. Yeah. So it just feels like I have to use it well.
I remember that you were like, I used up all my money.
I know.
I can't eat or something.
I know, I can't.
It was expensive.
It was.
How much was it? Do you want, don't you want to say?
$1,000?
Oh. Oh, dollars?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that in zloty?
And that was 3,500. I know exactly. So I with that kind of money, I bought this new laptop for myself this year.
Wow.
I know. What's that?
Apple is so expensive.
And you know what's surprising? In that very time when iPhone 11 came out, people were just kind of surprised how inexpensive it was. They're just like, is something wrong with it? It's not that expensive. I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck?
But those people are used to buying iPhones.
Yeah, I know. They just expect it to be like that. I don't know.
Wow. I don't have this money for a phone.
I felt like it too.
But the camera was so good. We took some premium photos of dead mice as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They were proper resolution, everything.
Yeah. Okay, so is it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So on zoology, our class, we have to dissect some animals.
Yeah, we had to dissect a bunch of animals.
Yeah. It comes from one unicellular animals, protists, and then it just becomes bigger. To invertebrates and then vertebrates and then fish. So we dissect fish, and then it was mice and chicks, these little chicks. So we have to kind of cut it off and then pull the parts out and fun time.
And
take the picture.
Take the picture, see where all the organs are.
Yeah. And make a presentation.
Fill in the questions while trying to cut it open.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't first year was the worst one, and we didn't pass it on the first year, so we had to take it again on the second year.
Didn't pass it on the second year. It's okay, I passed it this time.
Yeah.
3 times the charm.
So proud of you. I had the same class too, but it was botany. Yeah. No offense, but there's something about those classes.
Yeah, going for that a second time. We were just done.
Yeah, we're just done.
Yeah, this year we had it online, so we didn't have to actually cut anything.
Yeah.
We just had to watch videos of people cutting them open. Well, it's raining outside, so might be that.
So last year, the second time when we were dissecting mice, we were just kind of having fun because we have experiences.
Yeah, but let's just not say that we have fun because
we didn't have fun.
We had fun dissecting dead animals.
We didn't have fun.
Psychopaths.
We gave them names for their honor.
Yes.
We gave them Steve and Deborah because male and female.
Yes.
And we
honored them in that way, I think.
Can I say that we kind of made letter S with the intestines?
I forgot about that. Holy shit, we did. I think you did that. I don't think.
Okay, it was symbolic. It was Steve. Okay, I just thought that we have to remember him by something, and we just took the picture. We had to.
That sounds really fucked up. That sounds really fucked up.
I know.
We're not proud of it. It's it's like war crimes. We were in that setting, and something just came over us, and we were in this environment where it was encouraged to explore the insides.
I know. Okay, but in our defense, we felt kind of bad about it, and we asked our teacher, like, do we have to do it? I mean, is it ethical? It just feels wrong. And they said, if you don't do that, they're gonna die anyways. They were gonna, like,
yeah. I mean,
crush them
they
or
are
something.
there for educational purposes, and we did learn from them.
We asked about the chicks, though, because it was cut off. So there was this platter, and then the body was there, and beside the body,
Yeah,
the
right
head
beside
was,
it, the
head was
head
cut off.
It wasn't like, I think, I'm not gonna say it because I feel like people are watching are gonna be like, no, this is too gruesome.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, but we asked them, like, we feel so bad about it, and what can we do? And they said if we don't dissect them, they're gonna die anyways because they're male, and then they're kind of...
Yeah, all the chicks were male, and male chicks in the kind of farming slash meat industry, they all get just crushed, just bones and everything. So we got them, and but I wasn't there on the second
Me too.
time, because the first time that we were dissecting them, I almost passed out. I just because I was kind of sitting. We had this big class, and the teacher had a dissecting kind of thing, little tray, and a camera on top, and she showed us how to do it on a big projector, and I was sitting right in front of it. So I was just, as she was cutting, I just couldn't, I just almost passed out. It was so bad. Like, I just couldn't deal with it. And then my partner did almost all the dissection. Because I just couldn't, it was like warm still, the body. Awful.
I did the dissection, so I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, you did the dissection, yeah, I remember. You were such a brave little, like...
They weren't touching it. My partner wasn't touching it, so I had to.
Yeah.
And
you
because
were
of
a brave one.
I mean, because of the language, like, because I can't do the brainy stuffs, at least I have to do the physical stuff.
Oh. The brainy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could do the brainy stuff as well. It was just, it was like everything in there moved so fast, and it's a bit hectic at times.
With that being said, let's talk about the movie that we watched.
No, wait, I thought we were gonna watch, like, in the end.
Oh, okay.
So
because
we could put it in the last episode, because on the last episode we said, like, in the first one, we were like, oh, we're just gonna watch a movie every week, and then for the second podcast, like, we both haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
We had a hard week.
That's true.
We are pretty busy students, and we watched it now. We're gonna talk about it later, and if you're watching this, you probably saw it in the last podcast, so we're gonna cut it in.
Yeah, I was just reminded of that because of the chicks.
Oh yeah, they were like sexing chicks.
And then, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the movie. It was great. I really liked it. But yeah, what else? I want to say something. Oh, I went bike riding because I think last time we talked about how I didn't know how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
And we had to for a field trip.
Yeah.
And my dad brought a bike from Ukraine because he went out to Ukraine alone to deal with some document stuff. And he came back with in a car alone. That happens like almost never. So he was able to bring all of this stuff that we would never be able to bring from Ukraine, like a was a bread maker,
toaster.
Like it's like the one where you
oven?
bake bread. In,
Okay.
I don't know how to call it. Bake oven, baking bread. I don't know. A sewing machine and a bike for me to ride. And for the past 3 days, I've been learning, and I would say that I made progress. This is like my story arc from the podcast.
Good. So can you, like, what stage are you on? Are you just learning?
So the first time I was really scared. I couldn't really like keep balance or anything. So I would always, like, when I would go a bit fast, I would get really scared and I would just panic and sort of crash into something. So I crashed into a couple of trees, a couple of bushes, a couple of fences, but I learned how to use brakes now. So I'm not pausing with my legs, which prompts me to fall most of the time. And I'm pausing with the brakes now, which is revelation for me. But I did scratch, the only injury I got, thank God, because I thought I'm just gonna freaking break my legs and arms and everything by the end of the first one. But I scratched my finger on a tree.
Oh no.
And that's about it. So that's good. And like all of my body was like sore, so sore, but whatever. And yeah, the first time we went out and I was really scared. I rode for about like a minute or something, maybe less. And the second time I went to another park and I learned how to sort of start on my own, which was really hard. And so just ride around for a long time. And today, because we went out also today, I learned how to ride on those just clear streets. Because before we found this place and it was just like empty space with just trees and it's just like kind of like a desert kind of stuff, a bunch of like holes and stuff. And I would ride there because it was like easier, because on the like straight ground I would get fast really quickly and I would get scared and I would panic and I would crash into something. So today I rode like a full circle and everybody congratulated me.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, everybody was like so like trying to help me and cheerlead me. It was really sweet.
So supportive.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I think like by June you're gonna be a pro.
I really hope so, because I'm really scared of like looking like an idiot. You know, like, let's go guys, and everybody's going and I'm just like
It's stressful enough, like without bikes. But honestly, I'm not convinced that we're gonna go by bike every day.
Honestly, right now with the whole thing, I'm kind of hoping that we don't go at all. Not that I'm hoping, but I'm predicting, because the situation might get worse by the summer and stuff. Yeah, it's like getting worse now, I think. So many people from our faculty, from just my classes alone, I know like 3 or 4 people who got sick. Yeah.
My aunt got sick, but she recovered.
That's good.
And she said she's a doctor, but she wasn't vaccinated yet. I mean, I don't know why, but she just didn't want to or something. I don't know. But she recovered quite fast, and she said the third wave is easy to recover from or something.
Well, yeah, people are getting vaccinated now, so maybe I'm wrong, and it will probably be better by the summer.
Yesterday, I checked the statistics, and it was 22,000. And I think, well, considering that it's a Easter, I think that's a good number.
Maybe. Yeah, it's Easter today or yesterday.
Yesterday.
I don't know.
Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday.
When is your Easter?
I think in the beginning of May. It's like a month later. Which sucks. I want it now, but I can't.
So does that mean Jesus was like resurrected in May?
We don't know. I mean, the way my dad explained it to me, because I'm still not 100% sure why. It has to do with calendars, because there's like a Roman calendar and there's like a Gregorian calendar, yes, I think. And I think Russians or Slavic people use the Gregorian one. And I don't know all the specifics.
Okay, it's fine.
Sounds stupid, but something to do with calendars, and that's why it's like a month later. We have Christmas a month later, Easter a month later. So Jesus resurrects twice.
Mysterious man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna miss Easter so much. It's like one of my favorite holidays, even though I'm not like religious. It's just like all the, like I love it more than Christmas.
Really? I love Christmas so much. It's cold, but it's snowy most of the time.
Yeah, it has a certain atmosphere to it, but I just love sort of, it has to do with like my childhood and nostalgia and like my small town. And every Easter we have like a church on the hill. And we would go there on Easter really late because you're like supposed to go like 6 a.m. or something for the sermon. But we would always go to like the latest one, like 12 a.m. and do all the Easter stuff, like dyeing the eggs and buying those little cakes in the morning because we, like prepared like that. We would take our little baskets, we would go there and just stand in like a line around the church, and the pastor would come and spray us with water with this little thing. Oh, I think it closed. Yeah. We're gonna turn it back on. It's fine. It's just sort of a nostalgia thing, and I love our church because it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Churches are so pretty.
Yeah.
Especially like the Slavic churches are so pretty.
I don't know, in general they just look really pretty. Like every ornaments, every like those
murals.
curves and they're really pretty. I mean, I don't have any Easter. We don't have Easter, so I have no like memory of it except my days in Poland. Anyways, but I love it after like I love it the days like I love it when after the Easter holiday when everything is on sale and they just want to get rid of it. Like the shops just can't wait to get rid of the
like the candy
the leftover candies and cakes.
I love it. Really, I should jump on that.
It's just, I mean, it's more of a I love them. It's like Valentine's Day. You know? You don't have to celebrate it. I never celebrate it.
Me neither.
It's just, I love it when everything is on sale after the Valentine's Day.
I love one Valentine's Day that's the most prominent in my memory when we went to see Deadpool, and I was like 16 and it was like 18 plus. And I got my cousin's sister, who was like 20 something, to come with me as a guardian. And we went in there and there were so many couples and all the hearts and shit. And like also my brother fell into a what is it in English? Like like a pot of water after the rain. What is the word for
Puddle?
it? Puddle, yes. He fell into a giant puddle. It was February. So
it's cold.
It's really cold, and it wasn't giant because there's a giant hole because Ukraine and roads have holes. He fell into it.
Oh,
he was like soaking wet, all of it because he fell like face down.
No.
And he started crying, obviously, and my parents took him home, and we went into the thing to see the movie, and there were no tickets because all the fucking couples were like, we're gonna go to the movies for the Valentine's Day. No.
I don't get it. Why would people watch Deadpool on Valentine's Day?
Deadpool's a really good movie.
I mean, it's a good movie, and also I get it why they would watch they would watch Deadpool because it's fun. But I don't understand how Deadpool is being promoted as a Valentine's Day movie.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Honestly, I don't remember. Maybe it was.
I think there was something like that. I don't know. But it was for people like
18.
older than 18.
It was 8 plus.
I was already I was also like 16 or something. Like that was my birthday, I remember it. I just got 16 and my friend Ishka, he brought me to the cinema.
Did you see Deadpool?
Yeah.
And you were let in? You don't have that sort of things where it's like
I don't
show
remember
your passport.
But my friend looks quite like older? Mature. So maybe he just passed the look or something. Or maybe it just it was plus 16 or something.
Oh, we had a plus 18. And we also took Maria, who was like 14. Aww. And my cousin sister was like closing her eyes. Because it's quite bloody and But I really love Deadpool. It was really fun.
It's really meta. I love it.
Yeah, the second one was a bit meh, but
I loved the first one.
the first one was really great.
Yeah.
Just because like people were waiting for it so long, and they were like, oh, "We finally got it."
Yeah. The second one was, it was fine.
Yeah,
The girlfriend died.
It was fine.
The girlfriend died and
Oh, I don't remember that.
became this frigid woman. Woman in the refrigerator. They have a name. Like the woman, like that's a trope that on movies and media, TV shows, when the girl is dead, so that the protagonist is like motivated to become better.
Really? There is a name for that?
Yeah, apparently. So Deadpool's girlfriend is one, and Peter Parker's first girlfriend, Gwen Stacy is one. Because on the comics, I never really read it, but as I read somewhere on the internet, there was Gwen Stacy first.
Yeah.
And then she died, and then Peter like met Mary Jane.
Yeah.
And Mary Jane also lost her boyfriend or something, and then they were kind of friends, and then they just became lovey-dovey or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But on the original, not the original. Is it original? The first Spider-Man movie?
They did have Gwen Stacy in there, but she didn't die.
She didn't die, and also Mary Jane was the first girl to come up.
Yeah.
And then Gwen Stacy was just like a second woman that had to make Mary Jane jealous or something.
Oh,
and she was like swooned by
I don't remember
Peter.
the plot of Spider-Man 3 that well.
Yeah, I know. Like the original. No, it's not the original. The classic Spider-Man. The first one, I don't think I really paid attention to watch it. Because I was little, like 5 years old or something. And I just liked the action series. And I just kept thinking, why is this girl not like dating this guy? Because most of the films depicts like this protagonist and the girl, and no matter how they are, they should end up together. So they were just not ending up together. So I was like,
yeah,
there must be something wrong here. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't remember the plot that well, but I watched Spider-Man when I was like maybe 14, and then kind of went through a superhero phase, and I started watching everything. I never watched it before. But it's just fun. It's like goofy fun. It's like, that scene of Peter Parker dancing.
I was thinking about that.
It is in my head rent free. Like I can see them like.
And the hairstyle.
Why would they make the hair? I'm so confused about this movie. It makes me so confused.
Cringe.
But it's still fun. It's still fun. Yeah, I should really rewatch that. But I was really into The Amazing Spider-Man was my shit.
Mine too, but I think I was mostly biased because of the good looks. Good-looking people there.
Yeah.
But still, there was like this, I don't know, charm there. Like this dark.
Yeah, it was a lot darker. I just really, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Come on, guys. And he's like, oh, I'm like a nerd. And like nobody likes me because like photography. Come on, bitch.
I'm like the nerd who wears glasses on.
I wear this keyboard and I do photography. And like nobody likes me. Like what the fuck?
No one knows my name. Just like...
Oh, come on.
I know.
I get that about Tobey Maguire. No offense to Tobey Maguire, but he has that nerd face. I'm sorry. But with Andrew Garfield, come on.
Just please. I mean, that was the thing. I mean, that was the shit that girls used to eat up. Like the nerdy guy troop, but the hot nerdy.
And he
not
even
like
likes photography.
Yeah.
He's a skater boy. Who also like a Spider-Man on the side. Oh my god. Okay, I'm talking about Spider-Man. I actually really like the second part as well. A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I like the score. I like the drama. Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Dane DeHaan. I really like to say his name. DeHaan. Yeah, and then the now Spider-Man Tom Holland, and he is this quintessential Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like everything is about him is like wholesome and
I kind of see where that is coming from. But I have a very unpopular opinion about it, because I think Tom Holland Spider-Man is great, but it was just very kind of biased and very diluted to the Marvel universe, you know? It's not just about Spider-Man, but the whole universe again. There's always something going on.
Yeah, because they finally bought the rights and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're gonna get that Spider-Man into this shit.
Because I just felt like, Spider-Man had hard times coming home. So it needs, Spider-Man, the whole franchise needs its own time. Where the whole soul, I don't know, Spider-Man, the superhero, is there and trying to work up to, work up the ladder. But it was rather, Tony Stark is helping, and you're Aunt May, and then Marvel and S.H.I.E.L.D., they're just taking care of this boy. I mean, I know he's a teenager, but that wasn't on the original script.
So you're like, it's not canon. You're one of those people.
Kind of.
It's not canon. He's not supposed to have the suit from Tony Stark from the start.
I mean, he can have it, but it's just very, I don't know. There were so many scenes. I love those scenes, but there was too much of those scenes where Tony Stark.
Oh my god, did you see that edit where it's like, are you Tony Stark just a hollow suit? And then he pulls out the mask, and it's like an edit of Tom Holland saying, oh my god, it's so dangerous. I love that so much.
I love Tom Holland's, their jokes.
Is so wholesome. Kind of makes me mad sometimes.
Gymnastics.
It's so wholesome. It's like the same thing with Timothee Chalamet. I want you to be like an asshole, so I wouldn't like you so much because you're ruining my life. You don't have that? Okay. Just me? Okay.
I mean, I find them really sweet and nice. But Timothy, okay, I like that guy. But I'm not sure if Timothy was a friend of mine, a normal person here, okay? He's really nice and stuff, but I would want to be friends with him, not just I want to do bad things to you.
What? Say it again. I don't understand it with you. What
you know, it's I don't want something.
You don't want a friendship.
No, I want the friendship, but I don't think he's more for lovey-dovey material, for my taste, you know? Because he's just so sweet and very, I don't know, there's something innocent about him. He's just humble, and I don't know him personally, but from his interviews, all I see is that, shy boy, and then he's just glad that he's on that interview. But, from someone who's not him, it just feels do you even know, do you have any idea how popular you are and how amazing you are? Just come on. I mean, I like it when people are kind of humble and then trying to just own their things and stay grounded and really down to earth, but come on. Anyways, I like that guy.
Yeah, I can't with him. He's just, I had a couple of dreams about him and they ruined my life for a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. Because, you have these dreams and you're sort of, I have this weird thing where in my dreams I say, oh, thank God this is not a dream. Which makes it so hard, just heart-wrenching when you wake up and you're like, fuck, it was a dream. It was
okay, what were you doing in the dreams?
Okay. I don't remember the first one right now. But the second one was so bad. I had withdrawals. I was just oh my God. So we were at this party. And we were playing this some sort of a place where you have to escape room kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was in pair with this one guy, and then Timothy was like, do you want to be in pair with me? And I was like, okay, sure. And then we went on this quest and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, well, do you want to like go on a date? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then we like drove in some car. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm so glad this is not a dream. And then I woke up and I was like, no.
Oh no.
No. And then it's one of those times where like reality hits you. It's like
just slaps you in the face.
Yeah, and
hits you in the crotch.
Sure. and then so like I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God,
just grab this.
I look like this.
Leave me too.
You know, there's just the thought that even if I would meet him, like he wouldn't like look twice at me. And it's fine. Like, I don't know him. I don't want him to get to know me because I'm disgusting. And for me to like...
Oh my God, girl. You need help.
Okay, I know. It's just like, I don't want him to know me. Like, I don't want him to acknowledge my existence because I will think about what he thinks about me and then I will go crazy.
Oh,
you know?
You're better than
but he's
that.
like very sweet and such a great actor. And I'm like, fucking hell, just give me something to hate you for. So I wouldn't be so, like, you know, infatuated, you know, like a crush type of way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And his style is so cool.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor, like, genuinely such a good...
Yeah, there's something about him so, like, natural when he's acting.
Yeah.
He just kind of resolves into that character.
Yeah.
Effortlessly.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of effort, but that's called good acting, I think. It looks really effortless and that you're just that character.
Yeah. I mean, like, Cold Blooded Names was, like, my favorite movie. Which is kind of ruined right now.
I know. I was just thinking about that.
Because of Armie Hammer situation, and we don't know if it's alleged, you know. He's allegedly 100% a cannibal. So, but there was this meme where, well, not a meme, just like a clip on YouTube, and there was like, breaking news, Armie Hammer is eating Timothee Chalamet's legs. And there was just like a scene in the movie where he massages his feet and then just kisses his foot.
Oh.
And it's like, oh my God, Armie Hammer eating Timothée Chalamet's legs. And now I just can't unsee it. I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. I always felt like there was something off about him. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, Timothy is friends with him.
So you trusted him.
I trusted him. But now, like, I don't know.
I didn't have any particular... I mean, he's really dashing and very,
his
like...
voice.
Very sparkly, you know what I mean? He's like a Ken doll. Just
His
standing there,
voice.
his, like, teeth shining. It's just burning my eyes and just, like, very unreal.
Yeah. His voice is, like, so deep. And
just so perfect. Yeah. Everything is just so clean cut and very Ken doll-like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't think much about him.
Yeah.
And that hasn't changed. I just don't care, honestly.
I just don't think about it.
Yeah, I just don't have time to think about it.
It's good to
But I feel like the whole, like, reporters, I don't know, Hollywood is going after him now. Like, is he a cannibal or not?
I mean, he like pulled out of like 2 projects, which is like, if this was just, you know, some made up drama, would he pull out of 2 projects for that? But who knows? And there were like receipts, and I can't believe them. But some of them are like, could he really have written that? Because that sounds a bit, you know, either he's really stupid or he's really that insane. So really don't know. There's like a bunch of stuff about his family too, like just how they were all kind of gamblers or something like that.
It's in the genes kind of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
but
know.
in one hand, I just feel like the reporters are trying to like put him into that picture. He's a troubled man, more than troubled, and it's in his genes, and they keep out. You know.
I mean, if he did those things, then it's great. Like that, he's having the repercussions of that, and facing consequences because one of like all the alleged stuff is absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like at one point he told one of his girlfriends to like get her ribs removed because you can do that for sort of like cosmetic surgery.
Oh, I heard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like barbecue them and eat them.
Wow.
And he's like, oh my god, that's so hot. And I'm just like, oh my
You
god.
and I, we have very different idea on what is hot and sexy.
Yeah, that guy.
What about that bone and the ribs? I heard about it when I was like 13 in a biology class, and then our teacher was just like,
Oh,
you know those
I also heard
supermodels?
about him so well.
Those models, I mean, not those, like supermodels. You know what? Let's start it again. Like girls want to, like, get rid of one of their
Bottom
like,
ribs.
ribs to look more skinnier or something. I think it's just easier to have more, I don't know, thinner waist
Yeah, maybe.
or something. I don't know how that really works.
You know, I heard another story, which is not completely different. That Marilyn Manson allegedly, won't sue us, that he removed his bottom ribs so he could be so flexible, so he could please himself.
Can I just see his picture right now because I forgot
You know
who he
that
is.
Dita Monteith was his wife for like a number of years? She's so stunning. She's so stunning. She's like a burlesque person.
Oh, I know who you were talking about, but I just couldn't remember his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? Really?
But it's not proven, so allegedly.
Oh, is this the wife?
Yeah, Dita Monteith, she's so
Oh.
pretty. She's like a burlesque performer.
I've seen her as well.
She's very pretty.
But yeah. But the bottom line is, I don't care about what's happening in Hollywood, the drama there. I simply do not care. But I have some exceptions.
Okay.
For example, like Timothee Chalamet and then what's happening with the cannibalism or something. Because I like the movie, that it's just interesting sometimes to hear like something absolutely absurd,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm kind of not surprised because, oh my god, another actor or director or producer in a position of power taking advantage of young women or men, you know. Oh my god, what a surprise! Like that never happened before.
What's his name? Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah,
That was scary.
that's really scary. But also kind of great because it started this whole Me Too movement
Yeah.
and people started talking about it.
So recently I watched this video about Free Britney.
Documentary?
Didn't watch the whole documentary. I just watched like one episode, one video from The Take, the YouTube channel. And there was a lot of talk on the internet about Britney and how the society like treated her so badly, and all like people did was being horrible and blaming her in every way. And I was kind of thinking, that's true. And also, no offense, but Justin Timberlake
Was an asshole.
Yes. And I don't know how he's getting away with this even now. I mean, what the hell? And also I remember him like taking off Janet Jackson's top off or something.
Yeah.
And then all what people said was shaming her.
How she could do that.
Yeah.
Even
What the
though
hell?
he did it.
Yeah.
It looked like she didn't even like expect it. Or I think he alleges that they talked about it before. I haven't watched the documentary, so I can like say that much. Like I'm not that well versed into it. I want to watch it, but I do agree that all those stuff that when she was like breaking down the paparazzi and stuff really
Yeah.
I mean, so inhumane.
Yeah. I'm just thankful that people are getting more aware of that. But we have yet to go. I mean, there are so many problematic things that are going on, and we're just not really talking about it, or we're just not aware of it.
Yeah.
But hopefully it will get better, and we'll treat everyone as a human being, not some kind of godlike celebrity who's not like allowed to live like human being with no privacy, with no, I don't know, like judgment.
Yeah. That's really scary.
I don't know. But maybe it's just one of...
Like
on
the
one
worst.
hand, I think being a celebrity, being someone who's really known in public has its own sacrifice, which is that. But it probably doesn't have to be like that. I really hate it when people are like, especially in politics, when there's an election and then they're just trying to dig their asses. It's like his cousin was like a drug dealer or something.
Oh.
Like, they can't control everyone around them. Maybe like they can around them, but it's not just like controlling.
Yeah, they're not other people.
Yeah, exactly. Your family is not your family is not something that you control.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something that you live with and try to better them.
Yeah.
If they can, but it's really complicated. I don't know what
Yeah,
do I know?
but you can't like control like your family. Like you're born into it, so
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Okay, it's getting really, really deep, but
we're deep. We can't breathe.
And
we're
dark.
so deep. It's so dark. I can't see the light. Also, it's really late.
on Saturday, I went around Warsaw and took some pictures.
I saw.
I know.
They were so good. I was like, yeah, girl, yeah.
Went to a metro station and took some
Yeah.
pictures. But you know what? I had some outfits, so I changed some.
Oh, right on.
But it was very subtle. So I'm trying to wait for some time and then upload another photo because I just don't want... Don't get me wrong, but I don't want people to think, oh, she just went for a photo session one day and finally she has some pictures and just bombing us with that, you know? And then I feel like if I just upload everything within a month, I wouldn't have any pictures to upload anyways. And then people are just like, hello, are you dead, human? Are you there? Are you depressed?
Oh my god. I don't know if people care that much.
Yeah,
no
that's
offense.
true. That's true.
It just
That's true.
it just feels like everybody does, but maybe not.
But they're just so caught up with their own lives. I don't think I care about many people as well. If they don't upload, like if they don't post anything.
Yeah.
Occasionally check up on them. But
Hello.
yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Adele.
Yeah, so spring has come and I'm super happy about it. Finally.
So happy about it.
This year it was really cold in Poland.
It was.
Like minus 18 or something. And in Mongolia it's minus 30 something or 40.
Wow.
So it feels like, I mean, it sounds like, oh, minus 18, that's not so bad, but it's quite humid here, and wind, like the air pressure, and yeah, it's just
You know
colder.
what? I can feel those. like I can feel like the humidity. Like I'm not. I don't know how to tell humidity. I can tell when it's like very moist in the room. But like the level of humidity, I can't. And also the, what is it you said? Pressure or something?
Air pressure and stuff.
I can't feel it.
I just have this headache all the time.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have really bad headaches when like the sudden change of weather. It's like sunny and then rain, and I'm like, oh my god, my head.
No!
Agony. Ouch.
Agony. Wait, what time is it?
What
So we have
time is
15 minutes left. Should we talk about the movies? And we're probably gonna like drift into something else as well. So shall we?
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the Black Messiah, but it's gonna be in the future because we haven't watched it. I mean, I haven't watched it. It's good. So we're gonna be in different clothes. Bye. Bye. See you in the future. Bye.
Later.
Okay.
Skater.
Later, alligator.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Let's go.
Okay, you win.
Yay. Hello.
So-
We're different clothes once again.
Yeah, as we told you. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about Judas and the Black Messiah
Yes.
today, and I watched it today before we started recording this episode, and I have to say that it was really heavy.
It was quite heavy. The cup melted. Yes. It was quite heavy. Directed and written by Shaka King. I really love
Such a
that
cool
name.
name, yeah.
It's such an awesome name. And he's actually, from what I saw, was a student of Spike Lee.
Ah, okay.
So that's so cool. But
Yeah.
the Spike Lee's The Five Bloods wasn't nominated,
Oh.
which is kind of like, ooh. But yeah.
Yeah. So I felt so emotional in the end. I'm sorry. Yeah, emotional in the end because I just couldn't watch it. It for me. It felt like this outrageous, like, scene where it didn't feel like a real, like, real event, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a real event that happened. I just
Yes.
couldn't believe that this is actually what really happened. Like, less than 50 years.
I know.
Like, less than 50 years ago, it was a normal thing. In America, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And it really reminded me of those World War II scenery with the Nazis and the Jews.
Mm.
Because they just barge into someone's apartment and start doing things. I don't want to spoil a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure everyone watched it at this point.
Yeah, it's very upsetting.
So upsetting, and this how do you call it, systematic racism, and I don't know, the whole movie just upsetted me.
Yeah, it was very hard to watch at times. But especially with all this stuff from last year, like I was just wasn't aware. Yeah, like I was just wasn't aware of the scale of the race. Like I knew about it, but I didn't know how bad it still is in America. You know, maybe other countries with a large black population. I don't really know, but I just wasn't aware of it. And about like the Black Panther Party, I wasn't really aware that was such a movement. I wasn't aware of Fred Hampton, which story kind of is about him, but it's also about this William O'Neill, who's a snitch, who's like
A rat?
yes, he's found by the FBI and is sent to infiltrate the Black Panther Party and kill black.
Yeah.
Sort of help kill black people, or like he'll kill Fred Hampton as well, which is very hard. And I loved Lakeith Stanfield in this, who played William. His face was just like, you just couldn't tell what side he was on. Like he was just sort of like, what's he thinking? Is he thinking about like, yes, I'm really here with the Black Panther Party, or is he like thinking, oh,
I think in his heart he was with the Black Panther
Yes.
and with his people, but it was just a very difficult situation where it also cost his life as well. So
Yeah.
it was either like killing yourself, like for your people, or just, I mean, it's either like sacrificing yourself for your people, who is even questionable if they even have a future, you know? Like, even if he kills himself and then they're kind of like, the Black Panther is kind of saved in that time, there's no guarantee that in the future the same thing is going to happen. So what's like, for him, it's like, what's the point, or kind of thing. I don't know. I wasn't in a situation where someone was threatening to kill me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know, but I think it is that human nature to kind of defend yourself in a way. And so he was in that weird situation where he had to go to a jail for almost like 6 years, and the jails in that time, probably even now as well, it's really hard to survive it. And it's basically a slavery there. So he knew that he wouldn't survive there, so it's basically a death sentence. Or either rat them out and save your own self and end up having some, like, I don't know, money and some perks.
I don't think he went to jail. Maybe he did after that for something else. But there was an interview at the end, and he, like, after that interview came out, that program, he, like, killed himself.
Yeah, he committed suicide in 1990, January, after that interview came out. I mean, I kind of, get it.
It is a very hard sort of, I don't know, it's easy to condemn him, like, sort of say he did wrong, but also, you know, I'm not gonna, you know,
we're not
I don't think we're saying that he's a good person.
Yeah, I don't think we're in a place to really judge him.
Yeah.
Because we don't really understand that period of time.
Yeah.
And we're not him, and also, everything's just different, and it's a difficult situation for him, of course. But about the movie, I think it's a good thing that they made this film and like presented to the whole world, because of this movie we get to know about this event, and it's traumatizing. And I knew about this racism and everything, and especially after what happened last year with Black Lives Matter, I was aware of that. But after watching this movie, even like during that time, I felt so hopeless and so upset, and I was kind of angry and pissed off. So I think it's like that's the kind of the whole point of movies, like that. Really just, I don't know, starts something in your inside of you. Sparks some
convey that sort of story that I wasn't aware of Fred Hampton, and I'm glad I am. He was like 21.
I know.
He got killed. He was so young, and he led all this sort of movement. And Daniel Kaluuya was incredible. Absolutely. I am thinking that he's gonna win Best Supporting Actor. Which, by the way, can we talk about the Oscars nominating Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya for Supporting Actor? Because I felt like the Lakeith Stanfield's character was the main character. The story kind of was, you know, around him, but then he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor. It's like,
is it though?
Yeah, it's like he wrote on his Instagram or Twitter, he's like, I'm also confused.
Really?
Yeah. But I think it's...
So who is the leading actor?
They didn't include the leading actor from that movie. They just had 2 supporting actors from Judas and the Black Messiah. It's just so weird. I was like, what? Okay. I think they maybe thought it was like an ensemble cast. Like, it just sort of, I don't know. I don't know, like maybe the Trial of Chicago 7, like there's not really like a main character. It's like the ensemble cast.
Oh, I see what you mean. That's weird.
That's very weird.
That's weird, yeah.
I think it's gonna be Daniel Kaluuya, but because he was just wow. Like he from his role in Get Out, like he's so different.
And both of him plays in Get Out.
Yeah, like his Stanfield was also there. Like I saw, it was like, oh my god, where did they see him? And he was in so many movies. Like he also was in Atlanta, the show of Donald Glover. I was like, oh my god. I think somebody said, or he said, that he was like the first actor to get nominated who had a tattoo on his face. Because he has a face tattoo.
Oh.
About his brow or something. It's so funny. Yeah. Anyway. Very hard movie to watch. It was also nominated I think, for cinematography, which is... I didn't see anything that spectacular, but I do. It was directed very nicely. Like all the fight scenes, all the like sort of.
I love the costume design.
Costume was great.
Just dope.
The I want to say I don't remember her name.
Deborah.
Yeah. She played Fred Hampton's love interest.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah, her poetry.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And also, it was just so lively. Her acting was so lively.
Yeah.
And everyone is just so cool. But I just, I don't know, it felt so depressing at times.
Yeah, you're still sort of from that. You're fresh from that. I've sat with it a bit. So it's sort of settled my brain. But it is very sort of scary, that reality that those people had to live.
I know, and
So
it's still
scary.
like an ongoing thing. Like 3 days ago, I heard that there was another black guy who was shot by police in America.
It's just I don't know. I genuinely like don't understand it. Like from just I understand that it's systematic. So like it's the system who helps white people and dismisses and sort of brings down other, cultures, black people, Mexican, Asian people. It's just a system that was made to favor white people. But I just don't understand how can you like hate a person like that, like another human being.
I know.
Like I just don't get it.
I liked, maybe not liking, but I wasn't really hating that white the police officer.
Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons was so good.
What was his name again?
I don't remember. I just remember it was Jesse.
Jesse.
He was so good.
Yeah. So first I thought, okay, his family, his kids, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a white guy who's working in FBI, okay. And then in the end, like maybe not in the end, like in the midst of it, his boss asks him, what if your daughter Samantha brings a black guy to you as her love interest or something? And he's like, she wouldn't. And then I think from that he kind of developed this kind of defensive, very overreactive hatred and this determination towards to oppose the black people. And he was really consistent with it. He's just like so inhumane.
Yeah.
And he says, well, what did you hear about it? Where are they? What's happening? And in the end, William is just spooked. I mean, he's just shook by the whole thing. And he's like, our guy, wait, Fred, right? Black Panther?
Fred Hampton?
Yeah, Fred died. Everyone is just killed. And that guy, Jesse, was like, what else? Like, is there anything else that you found out? Is there anyone else that we have to kill? That's just terrible. Someone just died. Like, this great guy is his kind of person. Like, his leader was killed mainly because of him. And how can you be so, like, indifferent to the whole situation? It was just, I don't know. It was...
Yeah. It's crazy.
Are we watching the heavy movies, or is it just the theme of this year?
I think all the Oscar movies tend to be very heavy movies. Because, you know, from very heavy stuff comes pretty good acting and stuff. Hello, editing Ania here. When Erica laid on me, the cord that connected my phone to my microphone unfortunately got pulled out. So the next audio is really jumbled and pretty much unhearable. So we're sorry for the technical difficulties. Next week we are watching Promising Young Woman, directed by Emerald Fennell. I hope you will watch it with us, and if not, that's okay. So yeah, we will see you or hear you next week, and thank you for watching, and bye 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 bye.